So in this video, we're going to be discussing the latest intel and news that we've received from Ian Begley of SNY about the Knicks trading up for Jaden Ivey. And there are reports that just came out from sources like ESPN stating that Ivey is not preferring the Sacramento Kings as his destination. And there are also indications that the Kings will likely select Keegan Murray with the 4th pick if they keep that pick. So if Sacramento stays at pick number 4, that likely means that Jaden Ivey is falling at least one spot to the Detroit Pistons. And for a team like the Knicks, who are clearly trying to move up for Jaden Ivey to pick number 4 or 5, it definitely means that there could be more opportunities with a team like the Detroit Pistons as well. But now let's just strictly focus on the Sacramento Kings and their 4th pick and how the Knicks can land that pick and draft Ivey. So to start off on the latest news and intel from Ian Begley of SNY, he states that something worth noting is that members of the Knicks organization have sought information on which teams have strong interest in Jaden Ivey, which at the very least means that they have significant interest in landing Ivey if they trade up for him. And in addition, Begley says that the Knicks have been open to moving up in the draft, and it's fair to assume that New York would have to part with significant assets to acquire the 4th pick from Sacramento. And now the question becomes who the Knicks will part with from their young core and which draft picks will they include. And the best the Knicks could reasonably offer, according to Ian Begley, would be multiple first-round picks, including the 11th pick in this year's draft, and a young player like Immanuel Quickley, Obi Toppin, Cam Reddish, or Quentin Grimes. And personally, the most I'd be willing to give up would be Quentin Grimes in a trade package for Jaden Ivey, as well as the 11th pick, Dallas 2023 first-round pick, and a few more second-rounders. And maybe if Cam Reddish needs to be involved in the deal, I could accept it if the Sacramento Kings are willing to give up at least a 1st or 2nd round pick in return. Because that's how high I am on Jaden Ivey's potential in this league, and I think he could definitely be a star in the NBA alongside someone like Immanuel Quickley in the backcourt. And a future starting 5 of players like Immanuel Quickley, Jaden Ivey, RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson would definitely be intriguing to me. And it would be even better if Jaden Ivey's jumper becomes 100% reliable and consistent, which is something I definitely think he can develop with the separation that he creates. And we've also seen players like Obi Toppin falling to a team like the New York Knicks before, as he's been a CAA client as well with Leon Rose connected. So everything is possible, but I do think that the Knicks need to trade up at least to pick number 5 for Jaden Ivey. But the most likely case scenario for the Knicks at draft night would either be staying at pick number 11 if someone falls to them like a Benedict Mathurin or AJ Griffin, or trading down for 2 first-round picks either in this year's draft or in a future draft. And if we're unable to land someone like AJ Griffin or Benedict Mathurin at pick number 11, I would go with trading down to picks number 15 or something like that, as well as pick number 17 or 13, and then draft 2 players like Malachi Branham and Ochai Agbaji, Jeremy Sohan, or Tari Eason. So with that all being said, let me know in the comment section down below what your trade package would look like for Jaden Ivey and moving up to pick number 4 with Sacramento. And if you enjoyed this video, want to see more draft content like this on the Knicks, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and it's been KNYT here and I'm out. Peace.